So I'm wanting to look at what's happening right now. What is a trend in business that's happening right now? And Darren, Woolley, I'd like to start with you from a marketing perspective. I suppose I've reverted to my comfort zone as a marketer. What is the trend in marketing now from a business perspective? Is it still putting an ad in the local paper, or is it social media, or is it still TV? Is TV still relevant from an advertising perspective?
Well, look, absolutely, television still has a place for major advertisers as a way of getting awareness. But in fact, the game today is all technology and it's all digital driven. And in fact, the latest facts or statistics show that companies will be spending, the marketers will be spending more money on technology than the IT department. So in big organisations, the marketers are now the biggest investors in technology because the technology platform is the best way, the most efficient way of engaging with your customers.
I'd actually go so far as saying now, this is kind of my bag, that technology strategy is now driving business strategy. And I'll go so far as saying that if you're not listening to what's possible today, you may be missing out. It's very easy to get, we're hearing about digital disruption in the information age. And a lot of commentators are talking about the fact that it'll have a greater impact to human life, humanity, than the Industrial Revolution did. And when we think about it now, a lot of the businesses that are now literally globally dominant weren't really in existence 5 years ago. So if you think of Uber, Airbnb, Facebook's probably 10.
But they're actually marketing solutions, not just business solutions.
Absolutely.
And I think that's where the big shift's been, is that technology was in the past in the IT department and about operations. Now technology is about building businesses by using it to build a customer base.
I wonder if we can ask, who's a technology service provider in the room, as an example? If you're selling to the finance guy or the IT guy, it's probably the wrong person now. You need to be selling to the sales guy or the marketing guy.
What advice would you give me running a business? Darren, I've got no money, I've got no budget for marketing. What can I do to help promote my business with no budget?
Well, Jacki, we both know the first thing you need to do is get a strategy. And the strategy has to be based on where your business is at the moment and where you want it to be. And this is the biggest mistake people make with advertising and marketing, is they start spending money before they even have a plan on what they want to achieve.
Yeah, my tip would be, from a branding perspective, is that when you meet people today, and one of the most common questions is, what do you do? It needs to be one sentence, the answer. So the success of that, whether that works or not, is if you get a follow-up question. If the person then said, oh, excuse me, I just need to go and get a coffee, it hasn't worked. And there's a fabulous quote, but I'm sure a lot of you know Albert Einstein said, if you can't explain it simply enough, you don't understand it.
But to stand out, it's just doing that little thing different. And if you consider your competition, it's easy. If you just deliver on what you promise, you're miles ahead. This is the issue with marketing that I have, is so many marketing ads are out there telling you how good they are, and then your experience doesn't match up.
Yeah.
Think about the number of banks who are saying, we're fantastic and we deliver. And you ring up and say, can I get a loan? Nope.
So it's about being authentic.
It's about being true to yourself and your brand. So yeah, definitely authentic, but it's delivering your commitments. It really is. Good sales is just doing the basics well.
And it's much easier to fulfill a need than create one. So I see a lot of people, particularly those wanting to start a business, and there is a rise in entrepreneurs. There's a rise in the 55 plus, which I'm very pleased to hear, in entrepreneurs. And a lot of entrepreneurs I've come across have got a great idea and they're creating a need. Now, it's not impossible, let me be clear about that. It's not impossible, but it's more difficult. So if you can have a look around and you can see a gap in the market, so you've got customers asking for something that they can't get, that's filling a need, and that's much easier from a marketing perspective. You're not a fan of social media, are you?
Nope. No.
Why?
It's a great way to waste your day. Because particularly like small to medium business, I don't know about you, I'm busy trying to get a sale, deliver a sale. I don't have time to sort of be going, oh, by the way, look at my lunch and I've just been to the toilet.
So
here we are now.
if I search hashtag FMP Brekkie,
I only do
Darren
it to promote the
Woolley,
show.
now social concept, so Jessica's done it, then it goes Warrick Mary, Warrick Mary, Warrick Mary, Warrick Mary. Between 2013 and 14, so we're waiting for the latest research to come out, it showed that browser access to websites went down by 1% on computers, went down by 1%, went up by 27% on phones and tablets. So the average person now is going onto their phone or their tablet to search information. And most of us will do it, won't we? We're not at our desk, we're in the restaurant researching something, or we're in the car going, where should we go? Let's hop onto TripAdvisor. It's all happening on the mobile device.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of points that are coming through, and there's some really interesting ones. So the question was, Facebook advertising has been very effective for my online business when paying for advertising. Make sure it's memorable. So create a code that you can track on your website's one point.
What's your prediction of business?
So the outgoing Cisco CEO recently gave a presentation. He said in the 60s and 70s, Fortune 500, so the biggest companies in the world, used to have a life expectancy of 67 years. Today, the life expectancy is 15. Now that's a reason for either mergers and acquisitions, or you're a dinosaur and you're not innovating. So when you think about your business as well, you need to be thinking about that 15. It's really at a point now where it's innovate or die.
Yeah.
Have fun, enjoy. You know, life's fatal, no one gets out alive, so have fun, enjoy the journey.
And we look forward to your company every Friday from 11 a.m. But in the meantime, please keep taking care of your business. Thank you.